Morning, it's Thursday. This is the first of our Mathsy online. Today we got some quick maths for you, as ever. Slightly different numbers on screen from the ones on Dojo. We'll crack on with it. If you're at home, hopefully this helps. Here we go. We're going to do all these as decimals, pretty straightforward. If we look at all our bottom numbers, or if you like, our denominators, they're all simple ones, which is nice because we're going to get Lucia Berry involved straight away. Lucia, 2/5, I need the decimal, please. Wow, Lucia, that's an excessively slow start. So, Noah, what are we doing, please?
0.4.
0.4. So, what do I need to do with this first to get myself to 0.4?
So you could, so you double the bottom number.
Yeah.
And then you can double the top number. So
Okay, so it's 4/10. Easy to see the decimal of 0.4. Yeah, dead simple stuff. Get it to 10, get it to 100, whatever you're going to do. Make it one of those two denominators, it will work for you. Lily May, we have got 12/20. What do I need to do?
half it.
Half it, so that would get me 6/10. So what's my decimal?
0.6.
0.6. Simple stuff. As long as we're using numbers that go to 10 or 100, really easy. Hard to get that to 10. So it's his birthday today, we'll get him in. Mr. Burgoyne, I've got 13/25. I don't really want to get that to 10, so what can I do?
You can get it to 100.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Times it by 4.
Perfect, so I've got 100 downstairs. Upstairs,
You times by 4 again.
okay. What would 13 times 4 get me?
That'll get you 52.
It would get me 52. Thank you, Mr. Burgoyne. So give me the decimal.
0.52.
0.52. Once you've got it to this point, the decimal is easy. Lucia Berry, let's find out if you've woken up. We could go to 10, we could go to 100. Which way do you want to go? 10. So what are we going to do? Half that to get 10. So upstairs, 2/10. Decimal is 0.2. She's woken up now, that's nice. Those ones should be easy, and the ones you've got at home should be just as simple. Ooh, slightly strange looking. We got 3 divided by 24. I don't think we've done this before, so let's just pick randomly on Lily May and see what she's going to do. All right, Lily May, what on earth are we doing with 3 divided by 24? We can do it the wrong way, the easy way, and the really hard way. Should we do the wrong way? I'll do the wrong way for you. Don't do this. 3 divided by 24. 3. Bus stop. 24. 3's into 24. 8. And I've just got the answer completely wrong. That's 24 divided by 3. That would be written as this. Right? That's not what we're about. Anyone can do that. Not anyone can do that. So let's get rid of the wrong, and now we'll do the right. Lily May, 3 divided by 24. Any ideas what I can do?
No.
You got no idea at all. She just doesn't know. Charlie, any idea?
Is it how you put a 0 point and then it would be
What do I write first?
3 into 24 on the bus
How do you want me to do it? I'll draw you a bus stop. What do you want me to put there?
3.
3.
Yeah, 24.
24. So 24 goes there and 3 goes inside our bus stop. Now that's looking horrible. All right, that's looking like a nasty thing to have to do. So Charlie, what do you want me to drop in?
A 0 point.
A 0 point. Right, well, this is the hard way to do it. This is a really tricky way. We've missed out the easy way. We've done wrong. Now we're doing difficult. Drop in a 0 point. Right, Charlie, well, I can't really get any 24s into 3. So what do I have to put here? A 0.
And it'll be 1.
It's going to be 1. I could do 24s into 30. I get 1. And then I'm going to get a horrible decimal. Right? So I'm going to actually stop there at 0.1 because this is a nasty one to do this way around. That's okay if you like doing really hard things, because then you could carry on if you wanted. I mean, 24, 30, we'd have a difference of 6. We'd have to drop a 6 in, and so on, and so on, and so on. This is going to be horrible. Right? So we don't want to be doing that. Much easier way to do it. What's the number in red?
24.
What's the other number?
3.
needs something else on it, otherwise it looks weird.
Is there?
I don't want to be putting zeros in there. I don't want to be putting like, no, I just kind of got it wrong.
Is it as a column?
I don't want to put a colon in it either. You're just making up the math.
Column.
A column?
Yeah.
How am I going to put a column in it? Wow. Like a little long tubey, like a column?
No, I mean like.
Like a ladder?
No!
Like a snake?
No!
No. No, we won't do that. Right, I'm going to ask somebody else.
Lines underneath.
Lines underneath?
Yeah.
Lines underneath what?
Like we do working out underneath the 24. No!
What?
2 lines. with
Two lines?
spaces.
2 lines with spaces.
Yes!
What's that done?
Don't know!
What's that? I mean, anything.
How you work out stuff like
That's how you work out stuff, by drawing 2 lines.
No!
This is news for the folks at home.
No!
That's how you work out stuff, apparently. I'll give you a clue. You were almost right with your 2 lines, but you had too many and they were in the wrong place.
What?
1 line. I need 1 line on it. On there? Now I've just underlined it. 324 and an underline. No.
Is it underneath the 3?
Yep. Finished. That'll do. How easy is that? I mean, we could do the tricky, but really, who cares? All we have to do is say 3 divided by 24 and that's a fraction. Or, like, you know, if I do 1 divided by 2, well, 1 divided by 2 is tricky, right? So I write 1 divided by 2 and it's a half. 3 divided by 24 is just 3/24, right? Simple stuff. Simple stuff. Let's clear up the mess and get Izzy back in. Izzy, I've got 4 divided by 17. I mean, I could do how many 17s are in 4 and there aren't any, so I put 0 point and drop a 0 in and it gets all difficult. No. Izzy, how can I write it in an easy way?
4 over 17.
That would be 4 over 17, which gives me a fraction, which is all the division ever is. I got 6 divided by 74, so I'm going to stick with Izzy. It's Pick on Izzy Thursday. Izzy, how do I write that one?
6 over 74.
Wow, that would be 6 divided by 74. Yay! Izzy, the last one, the pressure's on. 5 divided by 32. Should we mix it up? Should we do 5, 32, 0.0, so we're going to get 1 and then we carry on? No, she doesn't want to do that. Right, Izzy then, what do we do?
5 over 32.
5 over 32. Right, we're kind of cheating people at home. All we're doing is taking something horrible and making it into a fraction. You can do that too. If you want to do it the ridiculous way, you know, do 74s into 6 and put 0 point. I still can't get 74 into 60 though, so that's a really nasty one for you to play with. I just do that. Next. If you can't double those 2 numbers at home, you should be able to. Just to prove how easy it is, we've got our specialist doubler today, Noah Thulis. Noah, do you want to double that in your head or do you want me to write it on the board?
I'll do it in my head.
Oh, go on then.
37.2.
37.2 says Mr. Thulis. Now we'll do it on the board with someone who's not quite as gifted inside their own brain. It's Sophia. Sophia, we got 18.6. We'll just times it by 2. See if Thulis is a clever fellow. What's 2 times 6?
12.
Okay, carry on.
8 times 2 is 16. 17 after 1.
Okay, so we're going to carry that one again. 17, finish it off.
2 times 1 is 2, and then after 1 3.
Okay, it can't be 372. In my question, I had 1 number after a point. In my answer, I'll probably have 1 number after a point. Where am I dropping a point in?
After the 2. Before the 2.
Before the 2. Oh, YouTube pressure kicked in. Doing, doing. Mr. Thulis is a happy fellow. Increase it by 15%. Difficult to do if you haven't got the number. Put your own number in. Bigger the number, well, the more tricky it gets. But really, it's the same question, isn't it? Whether I put a low number or a high number. 320. Let's see if Coops can remember what to do. We haven't done these for a while actually, so there's a little bit of pressure for Cooper here.
You find 10%.
I do find 10%, and 10% would be
32.
32.
And then you find
5%.
5%, which would be,
Like 30?
think of this, Coop, 10% is 32, right?
Yeah.
What do you have to do to get from 10 to 5?
Half it.
So half 32,
17.
nearly,
16.
16. Alright, so I know my 10% is 32, I know my 5% is 16. Easy bit, Coop, how do I find my total of 15%?
Yeah, times
Think about what you're saying, I've got 10%, I've got 5%.
the add them.
Just add them together. So 32 add 16,
So 2 and 6 is 8. 3 and 1 is 4. 48.
Izzy, do I need to put percent on the end?
No.
No, so I put percent on the end, I've just got it wrong. Yeah, we increased it by 15%. Hang on a second. If the folks at home leave it like that and go on to the next one, the folks at home have just got it wrong.
Oh.
If we don't increase it by 15%, if we just find 15%, we haven't actually finished. So, who hasn't said anything? Mia, what do I have to do now?
You add 320 and 40.
Thanks, so add them together, Mia, what you get?
316.
Thanks, make sure you're adding them together to get your increase, otherwise all you've done is find 15%. Decrease by 30%, well, alright, we'll do it anyway. Mr. Burgoyne, it's your birthday, happy birthday. Here's your number. We're going to decrease this by 30%, so we can use Coop's technique. What are we going to do first?
Divide by 10.
Alright, that gives us 10%. 45.
And then times by 3.
Perfect, so 45 times 3. What's 5 times 3?
15.
And 4 times 3.
12.
Don't forget that.
17.
Say that again?
13.
13, there we go, thank you very much. What am I going to do with my 135? Because again, if I leave it here and move on, I've goosed it.
Oh, that's the number that you take off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Burgoyne, 450, take 135. We can break it down if you want, or you can probably just do the whole thing at once. Take 100 off.
350.
350, we've got 35 to take off.
$3.15.
315. Thank you, Mr. Burgoyne. Happy birthday. That's not your present. We have got you a gift. We all clubbed together. We've got you something nice. And later on, we'll sing to Mr. Burgoyne as he unveils his gift. On we go. Way too easy. We've been doing them for a while. We'll get someone who looks half asleep. Lucia Berry. Lucia, I've got one side of 70, right? What's the area?
100.
Really? Lucia, if that side's 70, what's this side? Calculate the area. In fact, let's get Izzy back in. Formula for calculator in area.
Length and add breadth. No, times breadth.
Length times breadth. What's that?
400.
Is it? Right, you give me 3 answers. Think about which one is actually the right one. Which one do I need to write on the board? Should we be taking this one? 7 times 7. How many zeros do I need to add? Or use or put in? What goes at the end? Thank you, we got there in the end. You can also do perimeter for me, please. How do I do that? Add what together? Okay, so we've got 4 70s to worry about. So if we add them all together, or if we just do 70 times 4, what do we get?
2000.
Second? Are you sure? Seven times 4. How many zeros am I working with? All I've got is this.
280.
Thank you. Well done, Lucia Berry. We got there in the end. Next. Area triangle. Coops, do you want to sort this one out for us, please? We got 20 on the area. We've done quite a lot of these. I think people have got the hang of it. We're working in centimetres. Coop, can I have a possible length and a possible breadth?
10 and 4.
10 and 4. Okay, so we've got 10 times 4, which is 40.
Yeah.
That's for all of this, so we half it and we get back to 20. So 10 and 4. Works well. There are other answers available. On we go. Pretty simple stuff. We're looking for the smallest. We're not going to do this one all the way through. Work your way through the numbers. They all start with 0. So look at the next number down. Oh, hello. Well, it's not that one then, is it? They've all got zeros. Work the next number down. You should be able to tell which one's the smallest by now. Slightly different, ever so slightly different. Let's get Noah back in. Noah,
Yeah.
I got a number, right? We'll call it X. We're going to divide it by 7,
Yeah.
and we end up with 5 remainder 2. Any idea what this number could be? Haven't done this before, so give Noah a little bit of time to think.
Is it 37?
37. Let's have a look, Noah. If we parachute 37 in, we divide it by 7, we get 5, right?
Yeah.
That would get us to 35. We have got remainder 2. Let's roll it back to the start and give a nice easy way to do it. How did you work it out?
I just did. So you do 7. I did 7 times 5, which is 35, and then I just added that 2, remainder 2.
Perfect. Very well explained, Noah. I like it. There you go. Practice those at home. Really easy stuff. Let's get Mr. Dennis in. Cube, 1 length of 6, Mr. Dennis, so we can draw a little cube. We've got some more 3D shape volumes coming up quite soon, I think tomorrow. Mr. Dennis, this is 6 centimetres. What's this one? 6 centimetres, and we need that one. Okay, so to calculate volume, Izzy, what's the formula for area?
Length times breadth.
Okay, well if we do that here, we're going to have length of 6, breadth of 6, and we're also going to have that measurement. So we also need to times it by, what do you reckon we call that measurement?
Height.
Height. L times B times H, which for Mr. Dennis is handy because he's about to do 6 times 6 times 6. So Adam, 6 times 6, pretty simple.
36.
And then we're going to times that by 6 as well. Do you want to do it in your head or do you want to do it on the board?
Do it on the board.
Alright, well 6 times 6.
36.
We've got 3 times 6.
18. 21.
21, and at the end, centimetres, not squared, not if it's a cube. Centimetres, cubed. What numbers are cubed?
3.
Little 3. Alright, make sure you've got centimetres cubed on for those, but same sort of thing, we're doing a lot of multiplying. Hope the tables are good. Not doing that. Also very easy, we're just halving a number. Difference, you should be okay with this. You might have to fill up any holes in your operation. Don't be trying to work with holes. We will do this one because I know some people get their numbers in a jumble. So we'll just pick on someone who won't. And someone who won't will be Zafia. Ready, Zafia? What's your favourite colour? Blue. Blue. Okay, we'll go with a nice dark blue. Hopefully it shows up well for people at home. 327 times 24. It's even written out for you wrongly, so you've got to fix that. You've got to get it in this kind of shape. Right, Zafia, all we've got to do is keep our columns neat and tidy. Izzy likes columns, we know that, because she likes to just drop a column in the middle of a... I've completely forgotten, Izzy. If I've got something really tricky like 3 divided by 24, it's just 3 over 24, right? Yeah, okay. Zafia, off we go then. We're starting with this 4.
7 times 4 is 28.
28, I don't care where this 2 goes, as long as my 8 goes in a lovely straight line.
4 times 2 is 8, added 2 is 10.
10, so we finish with that, we've got 10.
4 times 3 is 12, added 13.
13, perfect. So no more numbers at the top to times it by, so my whole 13 goes in. Right, finish with that. Don't forget this bit, especially if you haven't done these for a while and you're a little bit rusty. Zafia, what has to come in here?
You have to put a 0.
Yeah, we finished with our 1s, so we have to shove a little marker in, a little placeholder, a 0. Carry on then, we're using this too.
2 times 7 is 14.
14, keeping everything nice and tidy.
2 times 2 is 4. Add the 1, 5.
Perfect.
And then 3 times 2 is 6.
6. Alright, well hopefully everything's lined up, because if it's all over the place, remember Mrs. M will come to your house, she will be heavily armed, she will break in, and she will batter you with something. Maybe a baseball bat, maybe a lead pipe, maybe a candlestick, but she's coming. Anyway, let's hope Sophia can add up. Sophia, what's 8 add nothing?
8.
Yeah, I haven't left myself much room here. About 8. What's 4 add nothing?
4.
4. 3 add 5.
8.
And 1 add 6.
7.
And we don't have to divide it or anything weird because it is just a straightforward multiplication. 7, 8, 4, 8. Looks good to me. Thanks, Sophia. Oh no. That can only mean one thing. We have to get Charlie involved. Charlie, 24 times 1.5. So what's 24 times 1? 24. Now my only tricky thing is 24 times half. Hang on a second. It's just half of 24. So what is half of 24? 12. So what do I have to do with 12 and 24? And what do I get? 36. Easy stuff. Multiplying by half, same as half in a number, right? We know that. Well, we should know that. Alright, we need a special word. Should we do it right straight away, or should we do it wrong for the folks at home?
Wrong.
We'll do it wrong. We'll get it wrong. Looking at this, a lot of people, including maybe parents, maybe, will do this. 45 take 8 is, oh, what's that, Noah?
37.
37. 37 times 4. Oh, I can do this. 37 times 4. 7 fours. What's 7 fours? 28. 28, okay. 3 fours. 12. 13, 14. 14. 148. Finished. I got it wrong. Yes. Do not do that. Terrible. Looks good though. Wrong. Mr. Thulis, actually Mr. Dennis, looking very excited. Which word do we have to remember? We have to remember the special word of BIDMAS, which I'll write in big letters at the top. Without this magical word, you are going to get these wrong. Mr. Dennis, hopefully, in a big loud voice, you can tell us what the B stands for.
Bracket.
Brackets. There aren't any. Hopefully, Mr. Dennis, you can tell me what the I stands for. Indices or index. There aren't any. That would be a squared number or a cubed number. Little number up at the top. We haven't got any. What's the D?
Division.
Division. We haven't got any division. What's the M?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So if I start here and do 45 take 8, this is wrong. Because BIDMAS, the maths dude's favourite word, tells me I start brackets, indices, division, multiplication, and I have to follow that order. Which means, do that first. 8 times 4, Mr. Dennis.
32.
Right, I've done the multiplication. Now I can work my way down BIDMAS. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I haven't got any adds. The very last one on the list, I mean bottom of the line, at the end, and if I was going to line the class up today, at the end, we also have Izzy, like way, way down, sorry Izzy, we wouldn't. We would. Way down at the end, we got subtract. Noah, 45 take 32.
It's a minus number. No.
No, it's not a minus number, are you insane?
No.
We're 45 take 32, Noah. 13. Mr. Dennis, do you agree with 13?
Yes.
It is 13, which is not the first answer we got. Use BIDMAS. If you don't understand, pause here, rewind, watch that again. Not the wrong bit. Oh, really? Really? If you can't do these by now, I can't be bothered to show. Alright, I will. You can do 6 over 7, you can divide it by, how else can I write 2?
2 over 1.
I could write it like that. I could flippy, 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 flippy. When we've done flippy, flippy, what does it look like?
6 over 7 times 1 over 6.
Okay, and then we just go across, right? So what have I got, Izzy?
6 over 14.
Perfect. Yeah? Tricky, tricky, flippy, flippy. Math magic. These ones, we're not going to do this one on the board. I am going to get birthday Burgoyne back in though. Look carefully at the decimals. I can do it as a fraction, right? But look, how can I write that?
You can write it as a decimal.
Okay, so what is 2/5 as a decimal?
3.4.
It'll be 3.4, right? Because that's 4/10. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I can write it as 3.4. I'll take away 1 1/4. Write that as a decimal for me, Mr. Burgoyne.
1.25.
1.25. Well, I can drop a 0 in there to make it easy. That looks easier. If you can do it as a decimal, do it. Bit yuck. We might work through that one. Let's see what else is coming up. I reckon you're okay with that. You're probably okay with that. And that was the end. So we will go through this one as fast as we can using Zafia again to help us out. Zafia, this is nasty unless I get some information. So what do I need to do first?
24 times table.
Perfect. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Hopefully 4's enough. We're going to do our 24 times table. So Zafia, 1/24 is 24. What's another one?
48.
48. What's another one? If we add 48 and 24,
72.
we'll get 72. Thank you very much. An easy way to get 4 lots. If you double 2 lots, you're there.
96.
96. Excellent. Right. 24's into 81. Well, how many lots can I fit in, Zafia?
3.
3. All right, 4 lots is no good. It's gone above the number. Zafia, we're trying to get to 81. We've only got to 72. What's the difference? 9. Drop a little 9 in. Hopefully this has worked out. Lucia Berry, can you see 96 anywhere down there? How many lots? There are 4 lots. Giving us 34. Boom. Nice job. We'll just have a look at the last 2. Get your bottom number the same. And the last one. Your only worry here is that you can't take 4/5 off of 2/5. Get that happy chap involved. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Have fun with those. Do the quick maths, dojo it, send it back in. I'll see how you're getting on. As usual, it's bye from them.
Bye.